Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of the Crafty Bros Season 2. I'm your host Craft Plays, and today we're going to be working on a little bit of a path in our base. You know, you got to connect the things that you've built. We got the little dock building, the fishing hut just behind it, and of course my starter house, the first build that I did in this world. But before we start that, we're gonna just kind of look at some other things I've been working on a little bit off camera, and that you guys kind of saw in the last episode and maybe a few other episodes. And I just kind of added them in between episodes and didn't make it a big deal or mention it in previous episodes. So, in the last episode, you can go ahead and click the eye icon in the top right hand corner if you missed that. We worked on this pen for the rabbits, and we got them all set up, and I did at the end of the episode kind of put full blocks on top, and then I looked into it. Rabbits only jump one block, but they are a little finicky. They will actually end up jumping out of the fences from time to time. So I did add this little lip over it so it's harder for them to clip out, because it is a glitch. I don't know how it works, but you can even see here they are kind of acting weird, getting stuck in the wall. But if I just kind of change out the carrot, they'll start running around all frantically. And then I also did add in some more textures and some water for them to drink with some food, so they actually automatically breed, and I didn't know that was a feature. I dropped my pickaxe there. So I just kind of did that, and as you can see, that guy just randomly jumped out. I don't know if it's because a glitch or something weird with maybe path blocks or just a weird detection thing that is going on. But yeah, we got some guys just hopping around wherever they want. So now I'm gonna go head to the starter house real quick. So today's episode is gonna be all about filling in this gap I dug out off camera before we started recording. But before we get to that, we still got some other stuff to talk about. Got some azalea leaves from, of course, the azalea tree, and just kind of worked on our house, making it look a little bit better. And we got some inside with some flower pot, and yeah, we just got different flowers, and I just think it makes your starter house look a little more vibrant and just stand out more. And then also, if we come down to my storage room, I did change it up. It might not be blatantly obvious right now, but as you can see, there's no more lantern. And if we zoom in, you can clearly see there's some glowing lichen on it. So I did that off camera, and it gets real dark here. It goes down to 2 or 3, I believe. It used to be 1, but I wanted it to be a little more bright. So if I go into my settings and change my brightness down to moody, it looks really dark and kind of hard to see for you guys, likely. But I think it's cool. It fits the aesthetic I was going for, a little bit of a creepy underground basement area, even though it's just storage. There's nothing really creepy going on down here. But yeah, I liked how I just kind of changed that, and that's a thing about Minecraft and any sandbox game. It's okay to improve things that you've done in the past and change on mistakes you might have made, to reiterate, come up with new ideas and stuff. So let's go ahead and get to filling this in, and we'll just kind of talk a little bit. So we got some blocks. We got some oak slabs, some dirt, some coarse dirt, and some moss blocks. And these are all just to add texture, just to make it stand out, just to give, me or anybody else going through a sense of direction. Where am I going? How do I get to certain places? How does everything connect in the world? So, we're going to just go ahead and kind of randomly place coarse dirt. You don't want to do too much, and you don't want to have a pattern. You want it to feel randomized. But you also don't want it to feel too sparse or too abundant, because then that might just take away from the overall look. so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I think I like that, but we could change it. Could change it in the future, and could just change it later during the episode. So now I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to go in with some nice moss blocks. Wait, okay, I'm kind of being weird about it, though. We'll do less. We don't want it to be too crazy with the moss blocks. We want to have everything balanced together. And I keep on misplacing my hand on the E key, so I keep on opening it, or throwing my pickaxe randomly. So you just kind of place these, dot them around wherever it works. I'm gonna do this. Don't want that, and yeah, okay. So now let's go ahead, go in, drop some occasional oak slabs. Boom. Okay, I think that looks cool. So, a little bit of a story, a little bit of a somewhat awkward story. I made a mistake. This is the second time I've recorded this episode. And the reason it's the second time I recorded this episode is when I started the recording, I kind of took a screenshot and instead of starting the video. So it was just me talking with no gameplay at all. Yeah, that's not gonna work out that well if you ask me, but you know, I thought, well, I could give up, but I'm just gonna do it again, you know. And this episode wasn't a hard episode to record per se, so you know, it works out, and it's not the end of the world. But yeah, at first I was looking at the recordings because I was going to get started editing and just kind of looking at it. And I noticed that I just had two pictures of when I started the recording and when I stopped the recording. And I kind of looked at it and thought to myself, did I really just take two screenshots instead of recording a whole video? Which ended up being the case. So we're going to place an oak slab right here. We're just using oak slabs to be more conservative with blocks, save up, not waste wood, because wood is kind of hard to get and kind of valuable. Let me get that. It was hiding under the slab. And I guess we'll go to bed. So yeah, I think it looks good. It kind of follows the texture I did, and even like in the last episode, I did end up having more blocks than I really needed. And they actually look kind of ugly in my opinion. Now the grass will be growing on the dirt, and that's good. That's what I want. That's intended. But yeah, let's add some, maybe an oak slab here. Yeah, first I finished it and I looked at it and I said, you know what, we're gonna start over. We're gonna change it up. And I don't think this layer works. This layer is gonna be like stairs. So yeah, if you look, I did dig like one block down here on the path leading to this spot. So I will be doing that off camera, and I'll showcase that a little bit more on the next episode. And I did outline with path blocks where I want the kind of the vague area where I want the path to go, what direction, what angle. And I also dug out right here. And if you look over here, I took down the sugarcane. I didn't think it looked nice, and obviously it wasn't made to look nice. It was a farm. We got plenty of sugarcane now. We got quite a bit. But yeah, I'll go in off camera and just kind of work on it. And I'll put sugarcane and I'll just make it look nice, make it fit in with the beach, because this is totally a beach, right? And just kind of make it look nice and somewhere you would want to be. So then off camera, I'll go ahead, dig this out and stuff and fill it in with this texture. But before that, before we finish the episode, let's just kind of add something else. And this is kind of, I feel like, an important aspect about the path I'm wanting to design right here. is it's not a cookie cutter path. It's not generic. It's not gonna be this basic, simple design. You want it to kind of spread, spread a little bit. Have a little bit of a different area that it can cover from time to time. This isn't like that one area, which I showcased in episode 2. It's not like that one area where it's all cookie cutter with the stone, and it's all like set in place, set in stone, I guess you could say. So we'll just kind of go around, place some random blocks occasionally. Now, if we do place a slab here, we would want to place something under it, because then it would just look weird. But we are not. And yes, there is netherrack under here. If you do remember episode 1, when I first showcased the world and stuff, and just for a few episodes too, there was a nether portal just sitting here, and this is a site of a ruin portal, and I just didn't dig out there. But yeah, I'm not sure when I really want to go to the nether, just because it is one of those kind of things where I want to pace myself, much like how I am with, how I was with the diamonds and stuff, but, it works out. And we'll figure something out and make it entertaining. I am scared, you could say, but I mean, I've died so many times already in this world. It's not necessarily the end of the world if I do die in the nether, as long as my stuff doesn't burn, but even then, I think I'm pretty fine with it. So yeah, look at it. I think it looks good. You might not agree, and that's okay. We're all entitled to our own opinions, and it's okay for me to even change mine. I like this starter house, but I improved on it. I made it better. I added some leaves, and obviously, that's still an opinion, but I liked it, and excited to fill these in, and I'll have some stuff to show in the next episode. It might be in episode 11, because I do have plans for episode 12, which will entail me going all north to spawn. But that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. I've been your host, Craft Plays. Peace.